Okay, so welcome back, and we're going to go through and create 3 different versions of the robots with different color schemes. So I'm just going to zoom out a little bit here, and then there's 2 ways of doing this. We can either do it one way, which is to go to File, Save As, and then I can make a copy here. So just after all this, after my name, I can put 02 and hit Save. Then we'll look up here and you'll see an 02 here, and then we can do another one. But there's also another way where we can put it all in one Illustrator file. Either way is fine with me. So either doing a save as and saving 3 separate ones and zipping them all together. So that's one option. Here's another. We're going to go over to our artboard tool. We have that selected. We're going to copy it with Control or Command C. And now if I go over to my layers, just to make things a little bit easier, I'm going to create 2 new layers. And then if I lock these and select layer 2, press V, I now have a new robot there. And I'll lock this one, open that one up, Command V again. Oops. Let me undo that. Make sure I have that selected. That's very important. And now I have 3 copies of the robot. And we're going to go in and change the colors. So what we're going to do with those selected, just so that I can concentrate on the other ones individually, I'll turn these other ones off and I'll just focus on this one. We'll start off with doing a kind of classic monochromatic look here. And once again, the idea of monochromatic is you just have one color and then you have tones of that going from really light to really dark, and you can also use white and black in there as well. So we'll do a red. Go in here, I'll select red. We'll kind of keep it as a nice kind of strong color for our main accent color. Then we can go in and do variations of that. Another thing that we can do is if we go up here, there's this color guide, and this has some predetermined colors for us. If we click here, you can see there's a whole bunch of different options. One of those are monochromatic, and I like this monochromatic too. So I can select that, and then if I click here, I can save that entire color group to my swatches. And there it is. Alright, so now to make this happen, all I need to do is just select certain items and bring them in. So let's say, for instance, we've got our robot body here, and I'll make that kind of a darker red. Do the same here. That kind of darker red color. Since this is the top here, I'm just double clicking and going in isolation mode, go a little bit higher color there. Maybe making, and I'm holding down Command or Shift to select both of these. We'll make that maybe this darker red as well. We'll make this that darker red. Let's go into our section here, and once again, we're just going to maybe go with that lighter red there. And the last thing we need to do is bring this stuff in here, and here we'll use our accent colors. So just double clicking until I get to that grid. We'll make that, oops, making sure that we have that in the front there, which was our problem. And now I can go make that kind of the lighter red, and then for my big kind of accent color, which is very small, we'll use this really strong red that we had before for that. And then maybe to make that come out a little bit more, I'll bring the stroke down just a little bit. And double click to get out of that. Hit Command 0, we can see here we've got everything in a nice monochromatic field. We could even go in here, and since we're using a blend here, if I, instead of using yellow, I change that to a white. Once again, making sure that I've got that up there. Use a white there. Now we've got a completely monochromatic color scheme.